Yo, peeps, subs alike, Facebook, everybody out there that's supporting the RaddTitan team. Big day, man, massive day. Come down to do a couple of reviews today, and we're going to be doing our first review, a first piece from Handmade Objects. So that's HMO. Anybody that don't know, they got in contact with us and basically asked us if we wouldn't mind, you know, reviewing some of their stuff, and we are really honoured and proud to introduce to you the first piece we've ever got from them. We have no idea, we've not looked at it. This will be a proper unboxing. This is the Legend of Kage, and it's pronounced Kage, not Cage,
as I was pronounced.
The following video is rated RT and contains scenes of real men reviewing collectibles. RaddTitan cannot be held responsible for any viewers who act in the same manner, or will not be liable for viewers spending their money after screening these reviews. I recommend they like, comment, subscribe and share. The following video contains British accents where available.
Peace. Yeah, so basically this is from the 1986 retro game from it's Nintendo, and this is really like quite impressive. You know, it follows that old school, you know, rescuing a princess routine.
It was in the arcade, and they ported over to Nintendo, to Commodore 64, Amstrad, those kind of computers as well.
Sweet.
I remember playing.
Did you play it?
I had it on the Commodore 64. But I'm pretty sure it had a different name. I think it was called. It wasn't called The Legend of Kage. Kage. It was called Kage Unleashed, I think.
Kage Unleashed. I think
that's. I'm sure that's the same game, unless it's.
Might be a sequel or something. Yeah. But we've got the piece. It's 1/6 scale. It's a limited edition to about 300 pieces, so it's a very low edition run. And this is actually the which we will have a look in the box.
This is Singapore Toy Game Comic Con 2015 exclusive.
You can see over there. So it's just move that. You can't. I've done it right there, so you can see it. Right. Wow, it's a proper retro box, man.
Boxes are really nice. So you're going to get
that weighty, dude, as well.
I was going to say that this is actually when the delivery guy handed this to me. It's got some weight to it. When I saw the box, I just thought to myself, all right, it's going to be a few kilos, but got some weight, definitely.
I love the retro styling of this box. It's
well, it's an arcade machine.
Yes, let's have a look. It's got like obviously it's got this little strap that goes across it. I'm trying to take it out. The box without tearing anything.
And what it is
very well packed, very.
HMO have done like a retro theme. It's called the Retro Reboot. So what they've done is they looked at some old characters from the 80s and 90s, and it's not like a reimagining. It's kind of
like an updating.
It's the way that they've kind of made them HD. So obviously, like in the old times, you used to get these like little. It says it there, so Retro Reboot.
Yeah.
So basically, where you have the old games are like 8-bit and really little blocks. This is kind of what it would look like if it was in the HD kind of game.
Excuse me.
HD gaming of today, really.
Okay, so you've got this nice little touch on the box there. Well, I guess that's what makes it the. Let's get the box up and we'll have a little see. Yep. So it opens from that side. So you've got a little idea of the character there and what we're expecting. Now, this is painted by a really talented artist, right?
Yeah, the guy, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but it's James TCE.
Is it Tice?
It might be Tice.
Tice, I've heard that.
I think it's a Chinese name.
Yeah.
But he's based in, I think, the Philippines, and I've probably got that wrong now, but he basically does a load of repaints, and he done the Ultra on Throne repaint where he made like UV looks on it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
He's done so many heads as well, and he's got a real talent to make things look real, like. So,
yeah, I mean, you've got a little bit of toilet reading here. So we've got this Kage recreated in this lush and modern detail. You know, boxing looks really good. And this is the Taito.
Are you going to read out who the sculptor is for us?
Yeah, let's read it out.
That's why. So we'll zoom into the names, and we don't want to offend anyone, so we're not going to read out the sculptor's name.
Give it a whirl, man. Shuriyanto Hatmir. Yeah!
Maybe.
Come on, bitch.
But as I say...
and the designer, so you know this gentleman as well, don't you? Pfizer.
Yeah. So he's the guy who got in touch with us. And then we got Ricky who's sending the stuff across.
And it's not suitable for age under 14 years and under, right? Produced in China, 2000.
Well, that's because of all the metal ones.
Now, this is actually like XM Studios. This is made of cold cast porcelain, isn't it? So this will be quite weighty.
Do we see the back?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. Does it have an edition size on the back of that, or on the base?
Let's have a look.
Sorry, just to make it all good.
I can't see anything at the moment. I do know that the edition size is of 300 pieces.
Yep.
For
I'll
this.
go away, flip it.
Yeah, I've got you.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's the moment of truth. You ready? You're turning a bit purple there.
Yeah. I want this to be there. You know.
Your face.
It's exciting moments.
It really is, and you're making it like you're really dragging this out for me, George.
Sorry, dude.
And this is by the.
Okay, here you go.
The company.
Oh, beautiful, man! Look at that.
Wow.
Lovely velvet sort of.
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like a 1970s retro film.
Oh, my bed linen made that.
Very nice. Wow. And you can see look at that, even with all that shaking and movement, everything's still.
Oh wow, this packaging's really nice.
Really, it's very premium stuff actually. Yeah, it's got that. That feels like the, the reinforced stuff, the strong stuff.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Sideshow occasionally take the time and effort to actually give you every now and then.
Well, I think the last piece I had that in was the engineer.
Okay, well look, this is kept. I mean, look at all these shurikens, everything. They're all completely lined up. Not one of them out of place. That's pretty good.
Well, I believe HMO used the same factories as XM, I believe. So,
okay.
You know the paint and the packing are going to be top notch.
It's weighty. For 6 scale, it's really weighty. It's really quite heavy. It's got some nice.
Do I want to?
Yeah, and there you can see under the base.
You can register it.
Yeah.
Okay, the same as XM.
And we have number 2 of 300.
Oh, wow.
So we have the second one ever made. And this is obviously, check the weight of that. It's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feels very, very solid. Nice paintwork on it. Nice featured lines. Really nice. Yeah.
Went straight down there.
Okay.
So where do you want to go first?
Dude, let's
get a little.
Let's
get some nice close-ups of this here. Let me just put this little stand down like that, so I'm not having my shaky hand. So we just get a little 360 of this. Excuse my fingers. So what we do is we'll give this a 360. Really nice paint there. Really nice, nice look to it. Really nice, like moss on the tree. Some coloration there. It's got the grass underneath.
I'm looking up at the close-up at the body. It looks really nice too. Definitely have a little butchers of this, but I think the peg, because the peg, I'm gonna have a little.
Got a big old peg for a small piece.
Yeah, and I like the dynamic angle. So they got this really big peg, and and this is quite pliable. This not like as in it's not you can't move it, but this is definitely going to help with shipping.
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a look. I think we are looking around here, dude. So I think it's probably like that. Let's have a look. I just want to make sure. It goes inside on with the tree, so I'll make sure it's right. That's I don't want to mess with it too much. I just want to make sure. Go that way? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Fits in like a dream out.
Oh wow, look at that.
Fits in perfect. Really nice.
Alright, do you want to grab his ponytail?
Well, I think what we'll grab out everything that's in the box because there's quite a lot of parts.
Blowing the top of his head.
Well, very well sealed as well, Alex. All come in individual little bags, you see?
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just going a close up of where the foot goes in. They're actually, wow, I just popped into focus there. So you're actually looking into doing some other lines, and they're doing a lot of the classic lines. So they're doing, is it Rustan, the kind of Conan kind of character?
Oh yeah.
They're doing that again. I had that on the Commodore 64.
That's steel.
They're also doing.
That's metal.
Yeah, they're all metal.
Have a feel of that. Just feel of that. Lovely how they've done the folded steel on the katana blades. Fantastic how they bring that.
They're also doing
nice.
some more pieces from the 80s. But one of the pieces I'm really going to be excited about is they're going to do a line of Captain Commando. And I was a big fan of the arcade game of Captain Commando, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Really nice fine details on this for a small piece. They've done an exceptional job. I've got to say. I've not really heard much about that. A few things about this company before, but
well,
quite
HMO.
impressed with this. That shuriken, that's awesome too.
I believe HMO
is absolutely awesome, and it's heavy as well.
It was one of their first pieces there that's all bringing out, but they did bring out a kind of Avenger line and like a Marvel line. and they were paired up with XM on that. So they're doing that as well.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those pieces. Look quite nice.
They've got a Red Skull as well with a big gun, I believe.
Yeah, I've seen.
But they're looking into now doing the busts, which are really good. The busts, they've just released some images of the Medusa, the half-scale Medusa, and that looks insane.
Is his ponytail. Again, in a nice little bag. Not one break, not one crack, nothing. Absolutely meticulous. Look at that, how delicate that is. And that's managed to arrive all the way over to the UK and not one issue. That's beautiful as well. Really, really nice.
Plug him in?
Yeah, I think it goes on top of his head.
Yeah, so. Well, of course it goes on top of his head.
What do you think the back of his head, I don't know.
Well, you have to go where the hole is.
Yeah, story of my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fits fine. Yeah, great.
Yep.
Solid.
Right.
I'm just trying to get all these shurikens are completely individually wrapped and individually placed in the box. So no corners being cut here. Really, really quite impressive. Really, really nice.
It's really well painted. I mean, I've seen some pictures of this from the San Diego Toy Game Comic Con, and some of the pictures did not do this any justice at all. I think some of the pictures, someone really used the flash a bit too much on their camera.
Well, you've got to be careful with flesh tones. You can't use a flash because it bleaches everything.
Oh, definitely. I mean, one of the examples I use for that.
All your pieces.
One of the examples I use for that is the Keaton Batman from Sideshow. It's a good piece. It's not amazing, but it's a good piece. But if you take a picture of that with a flash, it looks fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. So here you go. Here's all the pieces. Do you want to put it back down so we can...
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You tell me to look at them and then you move them. So there you got his katana there. Are you going to tell me it's wrong? Or
yes, katana's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a katana, yeah.
Okay, you got his katana there.
And then he's got 5 shurikens.
It's metal. I mean, you could feel the metal on that.
Yeah, it is.
Then you got the shurikens there. How many did you say? 5?
There's 5 here that I can see.
You've got his ninja star.
Yeah.
Only one?
There is one.
I think it goes in his hand.
Yes.
The ninja star.
Yeah.
And then you got his actual sword in the sheath, and you got the sheath.
So it just sit like that?
I think it sits in his hand. Yeah. We'll look at it in a minute. Do you want to put the arms?
Oh look, no, look. It will go in between fingers like that. Goes in between. Maybe it does. Steady. But yeah, it does go in between. I think you have to set it up first.
Put the ninja stars down. Put the hands on for us, George.
Yeah. Really strong magnets, dude.
I quite like being the director and bossing you around, to be honest.
Are you enjoying that, man?
I do. I get great pleasure out of it.
That's lovely how that fits. Really fits well. Really strong magnets. I like. Look, serious. And it's quite. And the good thing is, it's quite posable, man.
Yep.
So, like, if you look at it from this point of view, you can see that you can actually, if you wish to, you can turn the sword any direction you wish. Really. I think that is about right. That's the forearm point.
Because otherwise, the forearm's going to be off.
And then you've got the swords that clip in. And they've done really well with the detailing on this sword. It's really, really nicely done. And obviously, you have that like so. You have to make sure that goes in right.
But yeah, the game was originally by, is it Teato?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And they're the ones who did Buster Groove or Buster Move or whatever.
Buster Move.
And I used to love that game.
Is it like that?
But yeah, you had it back to the front a second ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I just want to, because you've got to be, there's a magnet on it, you can see it's holding, but I just want to make sure it fits perfectly.
No, you got it back to front, George.
Oh, like that way?
Yes.
That's it. Well, it was one or the other.
Poor guy, you don't want him to get his swords out, do you?
No, but I just want to make sure it fits right. Yeah, that goes in there perfect.
Yep.
Goes in lovely, yeah.
Alright.
Sits like that, it's pretty nice. And then you've got the ninja.
For the ninja star, I mean, yeah, it goes in between his 2 fingers. So if you just...
So that goes up a little bit like that. There you go, perfect. So and then it goes in between the fingers. So I guess you set it up first and then put it in. It just slots in. So can you see that? So I guess it just slots in between the gaps there. Let's have a look. I want to make sure it fits. I don't want to nudge it too much because there's quite a fair bit.
It's metal and obviously you don't want to scratch the paint.
Exactly. So you just want to just sit it in there. I just want to make sure it's right.
Could you... Actually, I wouldn't try that, but I was going to say you could probably put a shuriken in there if you wanted to.
Definitely don't want to force that. I think you're meant to force it. I don't want to force it, so... But it does go in. I had it in a second ago.
Yeah, then you nearly dropped it.
Yeah, that was right. You know me. It's quite... Right, it just sits like that.
Yep.
See that? It sits... It actually, you line it up and then just push it slightly back and then it sits fine. Yeah, fits Fits nice.
I gotta say, I mean, when
and then the shurikens go everywhere, and these are
Yeah.
really nice actually. You could definitely fling these at someone, it wouldn't be?
so we just opened up the box. We took out this and the
yeah. These are underneath it, so if you get one of them, you take the box apart.
it was down the side, and we figured out after we struggled for ages.
No, it's not. The thing is that this is, and obviously you get a certificate of authenticity.
So we found out afterwards that there are instructions, and we probably should have looked for the instructions first. But being typical men,
yeah, we just get on.
you just want to do it.
What we're going to say is this, right? The tree has a lot of texturing on it. Okay, so it has a lot of slits and lines and stuff the way it's done, which from a distance makes it look really realistic, makes it look good. The problem is that when you're trying to fit these into it, you've got to look very hard for the gaps and the holes, because the holes are so minute, only the points of the shurikens actually go in, alright? So you've got, we even with the instructions, we are missing one of the placements, yeah, which is, it looks like it's around this sort of one here.
Put your head in the way.
Yeah, that around this one. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it will go into other little places if you feel like it will sit there. So you can put it there if you struggle. If any of these you can't find, that is a nice idea just to chuck it in there, because it looks just as natural in that position. Like I say, it just rests quite nicely. Some of these points are a little bit more obvious than others. So if you take that one out, you can sort of see that one in there. See, and it just sits in there just like so. Yeah, and it just sits like that. Okay, but it's only the points that go into them. So with the texturing on the tree, it does make it more challenging.
Yeah, especially for us who are a bit special.
Yes, and this hand with the sword, the katana sword, there's not a lot of play if you get it in right, but you can move it, but it does, once it's in place, that's it. It's not coming anywhere now. So the sword actually does sit sort of upwards. And you can see as we turn it, the ninja star does not come out once you've got it in place.
Yeah.
Okay?
Overall, what do you think?
I think it's dynamic as hell. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember the game as a kid, and I think they've done, it looks better than what the game did, that's for fucking sure.
Well, I mean, you've got the graphics of the game just here, and it was typical kind of style of that time where it was 8-bit, and saving a princess, saving a wife or whatever it was.
It's princess,
from the evil demons. No, but I'm saying that was always the story around that time. Like ghouls and goblins, or ghosts and ghouls, or whatever.
Ghouls and ghosts, you fool.
I know. Well, there's two of them, isn't there?
Right. So if you look at I think the paint job is really, really well done, and they've done some fantastic texturing on his suit. Considering this is all completely sculpted, I think they've done really, really well. I think the eyes, and because they're quite small, and because it's a 6 scale, I think they've captured the eyes great as well.
We'll see if we can get in there. Might be hard because it's a bit. Can we get his eyes?
Yeah.
Maybe on there.
I think the skin tones are really, really well done, and I think the fact that they've managed to make it look like there's mixed media in the the gloves and the boots and across the waist. I mean, this does look like material.
Oh yeah.
So they've done well with that. They've done really well.
Yep.
It's dynamic as hell. It's really dynamic, and the pegs in there really fine. So
what we'll do is we'll do the old beer comparison. Dead Crow.
That's it.
Sorry, got a bit blurry there. So here's the size comparison. You're turning away so I can't see the beer.
Yeah, well, that's there.
There you go. So you've got the beer there. As I say, because this is a 1/6 piece, so probably these are more relevant, and this is why we used to do the actual size comparisons, because we used to do more 1/6 pieces.
Yeah, to collect 1/6.
So the beer was more relevant when we were doing these sizes. Oh, sorry, we haven't seen that yet, George. Look at his pouch. It's like a ninja star pouch there.
Yeah, with all the pieces coming out of it as well.
Yeah,
it's got little spikes in there.
Nice.
So this must be that he lifts this trigger up and more ninja stars come up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So it just like pulls it up.
And
I think this is interesting though. Maybe there was a branch here at one time. You see that?
Yeah, I'll speak to them there.
It looks like something should connect inside there.
We got a peg here, which again, I mean, we'll ask. I'll ask him about that one. There's a peg hole, so then maybe there is a branch.
Yeah, careful, you need to stab him in the face. You know what I mean?
He stabbed you in the eye there. Whack out the tape measure and give me some measurements, Gio.
No worries. All right. Definitely displayable deep top level, man. Easy. No dramas here. So I think we're looking at around about 14 inches of clearance. It's about 13 and a half inches to the top of the ponytail.
Yep.
But you're going to need 14 inches. So it's definitely it'll fit on probably the top or the bottom shelves. If you don't adjust a detov, it'll fit fine. If you're thinking that you need to adjust it, check out our other video on how to do that. I think you're looking at about, depth-wise, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Sword takes a little bit, but I think you're talking about 9 inches with the sword. To be honest with you, 8 inches, 9 inches, not too bad.
That's not what they're saying on here.
Well, yeah, because you've got the sword. I think if you go with the point of the sword, so if you got it that way, see like that, I think you're probably looking at about 8.5 inches.
On here, we've literally got 37.7 centimeters high, 35.6 deep or wide,
that's
and then 19.2.
35 deep.
Well, it's because of that sword. Really.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
So don't listen to any of George's measurements.
It could be. I mean, it's very hard because the sword is pointing up, but it could be. Definitely could be. And then depth-wise, I think you're looking at about 8 inches. So what are they saying? What are they saying width-wise of it?
I've got 19.2.
Yeah, I was going to say 20. That ain't that bad. That's pretty much right, man.
All right, chillax.
Chill out, man. I can change. All
right, so we'll end that there, and let us know what you think, guys.
I think it's nice, man.
Yeah,
I'm quite happy with it. I might keep it.
Well, you want everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Check out more at RaddTitan.com.